Come on. We can't sell Daisy. We're gonna need her.
What we're going to need is money, and she'll fetch a good price.
We still need to move somehow, don't we? She could pull the cart.
We have Clover for that. Look, I know how much this horse means to you, but I've already talked to Dinone. He's willing to pay a lot of gold for her.
But what if we...
No, Gil. Enough. We're selling her, and that's that.
I hope that Camelotian knows what a treasury's getting. Daisy's not just any horse. She's the best one he'll ever have. I guess. I've spent a lot of time with him. Rob would always send me to the stables when I was getting underfoot. He'd say, Gil, you go to the stables and don't you show your face again. I guess I must have been an annoying kid. I do. Pa had to borrow money from Grandpa to buy it, and he had to work so hard to prove that he deserved it. After he and Ma passed away, Rob kept on working, and I did my best to help, and now we're supposed to just leave after everything. It feels like we're letting him down. Have a nice day. Oh, try to be more careful.
Well, if you want to buy eggs, go talk to the missus. Though consider yourself warned. You eat them at your own pace. Well, that's your loss. Me and the missus take 2 every morning and feel like gods till dinner. You won't get that from your regular eggs, and you won't find ones like ours anywhere else. Nothing wrong. Well, not at the moment. We'll see how the next... It's been a bit hit and miss lately. The wheat was a nice surprise because, you know, well, it's the wrong season, and we were worried about the glowing. But we fed him to the pig as we always do, and poor thing, eh? Maybe it's time to move the plots within the range of the weirdness rip.
Another one? We've had enough strangers in Kunat. You lot bring nothing but trouble. Which ones do you want to hear about? The Camelotians who want to take our manure and rob us of our land? Or the Red Priests knocking on everyone's door and dragging people out into... We already had enough problems without all those prissy arseholes adding to them. Aye, more of them every day. And no just in the village either. I saw a few of the younger ones wandering around outside. They say they're looking for people sick with the Red Death, but all they do is drag decent people out of their homes, and people still get taken by the plague. So what good are they? Bunch of quacks. The Camelotians are saying our manure is dying, and when it goes out, Wheel vipers, the lot of them. And why? Huh. Maybe you do. But I don't trust folks who offer things for free. We may not have much, but we're honest folk. Bring me back that app. Und
If you're interested in buying a horse, yeah, they're doing their job. For now. But let's not kid ourselves. This is a delay. We've got time to think. And that's about it. We'll have a good day.
My, what a fine lad you are. Were I a touch younger, I'd consider running away with you. Reginald be damned. As you should be. I used to be quite the catch back in the day, you know. I didn't make it easy. It flattered me, that stubbornness. One does nothing, the other wants everything. Every marriage has its... What? And leave Reginald here on... If I won't... Take care of...
What do you want? Huh? Who goes there? Whatever you've got to say, I'm not interested. Mora's always been a worrywart. If anything goes awry, it's the end of the world for her. And don't even get me started on... Everything'll be fine. It always is, in the end. Besides, Reese and Ida are staying. And they know how to work around the weirdness better than... Good. Huh.
Welcome to my corner of misery, traveler. Whatever brings you here, just know you're wasting your... The weirdness is coming closer every day. Started in the deep woods and now it's almost at our door. But now, even if you're trying to get out, good luck. The soldiers set up a checkpoint at the gate leading to the main road to Camelot. Well, perhaps there's still some decency left. You know, here, my old bow, the weirdness. Good luck until I'm not. Right.
Are you looking to buy the mill? It's seen better days, that's for sure. Even when my good-for-nothing father was... It needs work, but everything does if you want it to be worth something, right? Ah, well, I see. I thought the Lord was looking to sell it again, but I overheard people talking about leaving. Who in their right mind would buy a haunted mill? Maybe when it finally falls apart, I'll go with it. Oh, my father owned the mill once. Then after he passed, my brother took it. Then his children. Then, as for me, I died as the miller's daughter, for the terrible crime of being the miller's daughter. The truth is, I don't remember my name. It's been so long. It was stupid. You see, my father was a drunkard who liked to brag, and the more he drank, the more he bragged. The problem was, not a single word he said was ever true. And for some reason, he decided to tell people I could... That ridiculous rumor made its way to King Sagramore. He locked me in a cell full of straw and told me it had to be spun into gold by morning. Well, what do you think happened? I sat in that cell, choking on the stench of rotting straw, and cried. Then I screamed. By morning, my throat was dry as parchment and full of dust. But when the first rays of sunlight streamed through the tiny... I remember shaking all the way to the block. But my last thought was of my father. He hanged himself, right there, from that beam. I visited him, in dreams and in the waking world. I overheard someone say it must have been the guilt of my death gnawing at him. Stupid people. He wouldn't have felt a shred of guilt if I hadn't reminded him. I don't know. One moment, I was dead, and the next, it was like looking through a veil. Still, in this world, yet every beam and plank so familiar. Help? Why would I need help? I'm fine. Nothing hurts. I can see everything through the windows. I can watch the mice in the corner all day, and no one scolds me for lazing around. But it's kind of you to ask. People don't always care about the well-being of strangers. It was beautiful, actually. The fields shimmered pale gold in the sun. Carrying the whitewashed walls made the town glow. And the men here, I always liked our men here, you know. It looks a bit frightening, but it always felt warm. It used to, at least. Now it feels... I'm not sure. I've seen the sun rise and set so many times. I stopped counting. What would be the point? Through the cracks in the walls, I watched the seasons change. I listened to the millstones turn, into the mill, the seasons. Now everything is so still. First,
it's a... Aye, and if... We...
Always good to have a little... Hey there, traveler. Better not go much further tonight. Strange things tend to assail our lands with the wilderness on the... Sure thing. I've got fire arrows. They work wonders against those creatures. It seems like they hate fire even more than I love the thrill of a good... I can part with some for a few coins. Helps you, helps me. That makes...
We've harvested some good crops lately. Ah! You really did! Camelot didn't give you any trouble. Huh. Maybe there was something to all those tales about. He always seemed so polite. Helped my Reese figure out the best way to grow wheat outside the repellers. It just goes to show you never really know your neighbors, eh? Well, here's the payment I promised, and some freshly picked eggs.
We may be in for a fight. Show me what you're made of. This is my dad. I've had worse. Your road is here. I will be your downfall. Take that. not.
You'll regret. You're no match for. You survived that. We'll make short working. You're no match for our band. Your road ends here. Your wealth is ours. Face every threat. Show me what you are made of. Give up now. Every threat.
I'll have your head on a pot.
What are you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you? You better sod off, or else.
Calm down, Bryn. No one would be so stupid as to show up here after making such a mess. You'll have to excuse Bryn. None of us are in the best of moods lately. Someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks. And it looks like it's professional. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life difficult. And after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refuse to work. They don't want to risk their help. Bandits, probably. Or rebels from Kunakt. Although at this point, the workers refuse to keep working. Not only do they... Well, there's no denying that not everyone from Kunakt is happy. I can understand them, in a way. We made them destroy their own land.
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Bryn, calm down, please. Remember, it's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
Poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood. And when we finally managed...
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all messed up. But...
Yeah, he was delirious. Kept seeing strange things.
We have to catch those...
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. They're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure if this is so. If you just... Hello. Sir...
Always a pleasure to see you.
Of course.
Someone's bound to start trouble.
Cool.
For battle. Show me.
just sitting here, not bothering anybody. So Vran? Ha. I've been wondering how that old harpy's doing. We haven't... You can go. If you know our sister's name, that means you survived meeting her. That's enough for me to let you...
Please. Go. Did they Go. Go,
Have a night.
Wow. Drunk most of the time. He What? Oh, but
Yeah. It was an accident, I swear. I was at the stables. It was getting cold and Rob hadn't shown up. I saw Rob lying on the floor. He wasn't moving and he was covered in blood. And Grandpa was kneeling over him, just hitting and hitting. I begged him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. So I grabbed the iron pot and then he just crumpled. Afterwards, he was so still, I didn't know what else to do. So I dragged him to the well. That wailing thing. Oh, God. May the All-Mother have mercy on me. What have I done? I never meant for this to happen. I just wanted him to leave my brother alone. Are you going to tell Rob? You're right. I will. I'll tell him everything. I just...
be careful.
The raspberries will save. Nutrition is key, my brave friend. I'll make jam so you'll thank me later. Wait and see. Now, it's time for us to embark on this. See you on the other side.
Silly mushrooms. They whisper behind your back again. How did you lose your name? Did the fire take it?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
You just wanted to save your life. You just wanted to save your life.
Traitor!
Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! They didn't deserve this! Please! Let them go! Oh, the king himself! I am unworthy! Oh... Yes, maggots!
but I am a worthless... You are here to help? The worthless maggot betrayed its family. It ate their carrion. There are no more druids. There is no Murig. What is left is the maggot. I ate them. The vile maggot ate the druids, then ate Murig. And now the maggot is all that's left. The maggot was born when Murig pointed to where his brothers were. Yes, and thus the maggot doesn't deserve to... Would you like to kill the maggot? Maori gave birth to the maggot. The maggot, but the maggot doesn't want to live. The maggot won't... Oh, there you are. It was an interesting journey. That was you? I was sure I was getting killed by King Arthur himself. It seemed strange that he was there, but my ability to speak, I felt that I wanted to die, which was nothing new, to be honest, but at the same time, now, perhaps I should be grateful, and yet I am Maggot. Murig died, please. I don't want to talk. It did. Things I'd forgotten. Things I didn't know I knew. It's not a scroll. It's a tablet. The druid half. It's at Sagrimor's castle. I don't know how his castle sank. A couple 100 years ago. Just grim stories left now. But my master, Nianti, she knows. Priestess things. Alien, do you need anything else? If not...
Oh? You managed to extract coherent information from that druid who insists he isn't a druid? Remarkable. In any case, this truly is good news, especially for us. A ritual that works on one menhir should work on... You must bring the tablets to me, not to him. We'll use them in Camelot for many menhirs, ensuring the safety of near... If you give them to Maggot, only Cunnacht would benefit. Do you really want to doom all of Avalon for the sake of one small... Hello?
I'd rather... No.
Isla...
Yes. What she... Well... But... You... If... Hey. That's the sp... You better step it up. Damn it all, that was pathetic. 2 strikes and I'm on my ass. What happened to me? I used to be a force to be reckoned with. Now I'm just an old fool. Don't you dare patronize me! I know what I am. Weak. Useless. But I'll tell you this. I'm not ready to go down without a fight. There's still fire in these old... Exercise?
Isla...
Back. You are...
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think it's... Just us and the locals and... Well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch. Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must... Yeah, about birthing. But... What? Oh. Oh.
Yep. Roll out on your journey, will you?
Hello again. Oh, Expecting a wee un? Congratulations. Lucky. Wise of you to prepare yourselves. I think, speaking of which... So... Is that so? Oh, is it now? Well... I do. The question is, do you? I bet he sold you some sob story about how... Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take... He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for bread. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition. Ha! I hope you...
Always a pleasure to see you.
If I just stay put... Hi, have you had a chance to... Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. I hope it'll put my wife's mind at... Here's your money, and a little extra.
Have some spare food or coin?
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened. The All-Mother herself must be watching. I would gladly explain why you're wrong, but I have neither the time nor the patience to engage in... If I were a priestess at the Titan Steps, then perhaps. But here, take a look around. The entire place is a complete disarray, and the people here are not easily swayed by words. If they were, we wouldn't be in this... I've been trying to work with Lord Yvain to control the situation, but it seems like everything... First came the Red Priest, braying about the Red Death and accusing people of hiding the diseased. They sow panic and mistrust as if we didn't already have both in abundance. And then you showed up and made a spectacle of yourself at the menhir. We were hoping to make the relocation as peaceful as possible, but it seems we're fighting. I wouldn't know. It does sound like typical. Split the knowledge so nobody has a full picture, and then act surprised when everything falls apart. If anywhere, it'll be at the temple of the All-Mother, when corruption spreads there. Abandon this quest while you still can. Whatever you seek there isn't worth what this twisted place... Wait, I feel... But maybe the menhir's reaction to your arrival was a sign from the All-Mother. You never asked me whose grave it is. I come here because it's a reminder of how I failed those. I should feel sorrow, guilt, something. I stand here. I wait for a feeling at the corrupted temple. Something happened. I feel like... And I've been hearing her voice ever since. I don't remember. I should, but the memory eludes me. Help me, please. I need you to go to the corrupted... Because I fear what I'll find. If she's calling for me, it means facing something I'm not ready for. But you...
Greetings to you, strange soul. You carry a light that doesn't belong to the Sagramor's realm. You're not from here. I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolute. Scroll. Indeed. I recall seeing druidic sages arriving. I also witnessed powerful acts of magic. Surely the court custodian... But you must forgive me. I cannot provide you with a more specific answer. Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was one. I thought it would be enough to... I don't know what I thought. Not just anyone's. I took upon myself the sin. I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. But if I had known the weight of the Queen's a punishment for consorting with someone so corrupt... I don't know. I sought meaning in the All-Mother, pondered the truths of the Red Priest. Then I came here, for Sagramor, soon to be king, was about to ascend to the Pantheon, and beside him stood the Queen, as radiant as dawn. I swore to serve them until the end of time, yet she desired a true kingdom. Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This came to pass. How twisted and corrupted must one's soul be to desire something so dreadful? To rule alone over... I was stupid. That. It may be my own... The fungus helps me keep my senses, attuning me to the rhythm of this forsaken kingdom. I feel the footsteps of the souls wandering above. I feel their ever unfulfilled needs and desires. The fungus conveys this to... Yes, and in a way, I accept the workings of this wretched place. And perhaps there is another future for this realm. Perhaps if we are all connected here, forming one single organism, it might lighten our burden? Apparently, this is what the world looked. Everything that was meant to be born here was supposed to fulfill. Instead, became an endless wandering in the abyss. Sagramor took a wife, a woman whose power no one... And here it is, the kingdom deep in the abyss. May goodness and light guide...
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Sagramor's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests. Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much... Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the force... And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagramor is very particular about treating all his... Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do to help. I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal... Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramor's kingdom was established, And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, if I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from... That's just how things work around here.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just... My little flowers, they're all gone. Met their grim... They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through... Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood. Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? Please, I need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could... Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot. Sleep.
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. Oh, by the gods, lost for the midwife who'll wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, and the Queen. She'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. And then he was gone. He just stepped in. Like... Oh, surely you don't mean to. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look, but I wish to remember...
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel? Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an empty... The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown. Though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was... Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to... I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return. And later, I'll try to run... Spare yourself the trouble. You don't... The Queen's little lap...
You found the young master. Joy, such great joy. I owe you here.
Pause. No, not pause. Pause in the letters. The letters to pause, to beloved. I write only letters to pause. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. In Sagramor's arms. Once, me in Bor's arms. These letters. My but. Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man. Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower, forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window. She spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following. In the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night. Hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint... I was writing something important. Yes, Bors, my former lover. Really? Perhaps that was... I longed for my own Sagramore. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry. My sister. I have 2 sisters. One... She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She wanted Sagramore. She wanted the crown. She has everything. She has no desire for love. She wants to rule. She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything. It's at the very top, above all else. Here. Enough.
She stitched them into her prayer. They should have been kings and queens.
Once again, I'm stuck
did you kill me? I didn't want to. Mum, she used to call me Little Fish sometimes, when she was in a good mood. But when she once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me fully underwater and... Mama is the most important one. She controls everything. Father is the king, and usually just sits on the... Then I was here, sit... They are here, all of them, my sweet little petals. But maybe now we can set you free. My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror, all because of her fear. And she thought she could forge fate with power. But she was wrong. Fate is inevitable. And yet we are the ones who suffer the most. There they are.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king? As you wish. Here is the... It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you might have... Please, don't...
Change. You have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation, but first, you must let me show you something. The mycelium. Do you... Splendid. Your arrival brings me joy. It means this place might have a better future. Welcome. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place. For the first time in centuries, I have no doubt that I want you to understand what you will... The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with its disappearance, all the inhabitants of this place will die against their will. There is, however, an alternative. You will go to my home. The place that is my call, and you will, when the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled king. I will take control of this place. Through the bodies of the royal cup, the king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential future of this place. They must have a part in my growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass everyone. I cannot force this decision upon you. I am not able to threaten, but after you complete your task, this place will die with all its inhabitants. That is all. So then, what is your choice? There will be no other opportunity for this conversation. I don't want to Wonderful. When the moment comes, plant us within the king's breast. Let him find... Thank you. On...
cruelly. Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone, is she? Gone from one eternity straight in. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper one. Marked by the sun set once. I dreaded it. The relentless past, and now, all that's left is tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools. Away to dusty death. Fear not, till mushrooms take the place of your heart. And now mushrooms grow in my chest. The king is dead. Now it all ends. The lofty dream, the endless torment. What we leave behind is a monument to our... There will be no legends told of this place. For it is a tale, told full of sound and signifying nothing. And this, the reason for your visit to this cursed court. You may leave now. Your audience is over.
You have saved this kingdom from oblivion.